Oh, there we go. Hey guys. Sorry, Mr. Perryman here. Um, how's it going? I miss y'all. So hopefully I will be back tomorrow. But since I am not, I'm going to go ahead and make this video lesson for everybody for just my English classes so that you guys aren't super behind on the lessons that I wanted to do this week. I figure that while I'm gone, you can get this done. Um, So we'll go ahead and get started with it. I hope you guys are being good for your substitute. You better be, or else you won't like Friday. Be on your best, guys. Really, really, please do. Um, so in Google Classroom, I'm gonna have this video, obviously, and the slides for you as well. Today, the first thing let's make this bigger. Oh, there I am. The first thing is you guys need to do your daily writing. For your daily writing, I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to give you a brand new assignment. Instead, what I want you to do is just go in to your IW and finish it, make it perfect. I've looked at those already. I've left some comments for people. You guys did pretty good overall. Honestly, not bad. Um, some super spooky stories, guys. Like, way too spooky for me. Make sure you're checking for grammar, spelling, and commas. A lot of people had written a good amount. Some people still needed to write more. Remember, I'm looking for, I think, 12 lines is what I said on this one. Um, it's not a lot. Make sure you're highlighting your compound and complex sentences. This one I had you highlighting at least two of them of each. Highlight more if you write more, that's fine. On your compound sentences, make sure that you have a comma before your fanboys. Just because you're using the word and or the word but or the word or does not mean it is being used as a fanboy. A fanboy combines two sentences, two simple sentences, and makes them one by using that fanboy and a comma. Um, those are doing better than the white bus words and complex sentences. Remember, white bus words, you don't just put a comma after it or before it because it exists. Remember, white bus words and phrases, all those are doing is those are taking an incomplete sentence with a complete sentence and putting them together into one. Sometimes you need the comma, sometimes you don't. Um, then the big one, go back and make sure that you have good grammar, spelling, or grammar and spelling. Like, oh, I should have used an Oxford comma there. Shame on me. Um, yeah, make sure your spelling is good. That has to happen. I mean, I see a bunch of red marks on people's documents. That means the word spelled incorrectly. Go look at it, figure it out. Use those spelling techniques that we know, phonetically take it apart. Other than that, substitute, if you'll go ahead and just start the clock for 8 minutes, and I'm going to have a weird natural pause here for a second, and then you guys can just go on right for 8 minutes, and when you're done, just hit play again on the video for me. Okay, cool. So by now you guys should have finished your writing. Good job. Way to go. You did it. Hooray. Let's get started. Do that every time. All right. So since it is Spooktober, I figured what a better time than to talk about a unit about suspense. In English, yes, we write a lot, but part of that is also we need to, have things to write about. And what better thing I think in October than to do suspense? So think about it for a second. What is suspense? What do you think of when you um, hear this word, other than it kind of sounds like my first name, Suspenser? No, nobody. You're all laughing, right? Everybody's laughing at my jokes. Thank God. Thank you, Austin Cottle, for laughing in the back. Um, so funny. Thank you, sir. But yeah, what exactly is suspense, right? Um, Suspense. It's that idea of like being uncertain, right? It's that anxiety that might happen, doubt, um, being undecisive about something, right? Um, of course, the easiest way I think to think of it is what is suspense? Suspense is like, I mean, scary movies, right? All scary movies are suspenseful. Um, oh heck, I forgot that I had the definition in here, right? It's a state or feeling of excitement and or anxious and uncertainty about what may happen, right? Um, most horror movies are actually just suspense movies. The whole point is that it plays off this idea of keeping you, the audience, in suspense, on your toes. What's going to happen next? Every time. So before we write and do our assignments and everything, like think about it. Why do you like or dislike suspenseful stories? Do you have a favorite suspense story? Think about it. Do you like it or not? I personally don't like suspenseful stories. I have tried as hard as I can all my life to avoid anxiety. So the idea of engaging in something that's just going to cause me to have anxiety isn't super fun to me. But I know some of you really like suspense and horror. Will, I know you do, based off of the books that you gotten from the library before. So, like, do you like it, and why or why not? Just think about that. And do you have a favorite one? Even if I don't like it, I know I have a favorite one. Um, my favorite suspense uh, story is it's got to be Disney's Hercules. Is he going to become the hero at the end of the day? It's not a suspense story. I just really need another chance to plug that movie because I love it so much. But what you're gonna do now is you're gonna do this thing called study sync. All right, this is something we're gonna use a lot of this year. We're gonna use it a lot the rest of the year. Um, every few weeks, we're gonna come back to this thing called study sync. So it's really important you guys know how to do this. And I'm gonna kind of lead you through it. This is the study sync book. You will all get one. You do not need it for this assignment. When I come back, hopefully on Wednesday, you'll be able to get this book and you'll use it then, but you don't need it yet, but you will have this book at some point. Um, to get to study sync, it's really, really simple. You got to go to Cleaver, go to cleaver.com. That's funny. Go to clever.com. And once you're there, you got to hit on this thing. It's McGraw-Hill sign right here. I'm going to show you how you get there. So I've already logged into Clever, but you guys know what to do. Go to clever.com, sign in. You guys have done it a ton of times before. And then if you're at the very top when you log in, go all the way to the bottom. And with all those icons at the bottom, you guys are going to hit this McGraw-Hill one. It's a big red icon. Now, this is where it gets confusing. My least favorite thing about StudySync is logging in. Once you hit this button, it's going to ask you another thing to log into. And you hit StudySync Plus. You guys hit the teacher or the student edition. I hit teacher because that's what I have. But you guys will log in the student. And then it's going to take you to this one, which is super annoying again. But you go and click on Launch StudySync Plus. This is the first link at the very top, Launch StudySync Plus, right here. Click in, and it's going to take you to StudySync. If you're having troubles, please just rerun the video and watch that again, but it's pretty simple. You guys already have accounts. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to like log into a class or whatever. Your account's already set up for you. You're ready to go. But heck, and I might even add like a link to Clever in the. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to add a link to clever.com in the description video. So once you're here, your guys, mine's gonna look a little bit different than yours, but it really should look about the same. Once you're here, you can go up to assignments. This is dicing.com. It's a really cool website. It's got a bunch of stuff on it. But what you guys are gonna do is start off by going to assignments, and you're gonna click on yours. It's called Suspense. What's up? And of course, mine looks a little bit different because I've got everybody's things in here. But um, but once you're in here, you're going to go to assignments and you'll be able to see exactly what I've given you. You're able to click on it, and it's going to take you to exactly what you need to go to, which is awesome. I'm actually going to go to Core ELA, and I'm going to pull up kind of essentially what you guys are also looking at. Um, it's instructional. So we're starting off. We're doing the big idea, right? We're doing the suspense blast is what we're going to focus on. Um, what you guys will do is you'll go in there. I'm going to preview it so I can look at it as well. But this is what it looks like. It's really not a lot. It's just a little thing I want you guys to read. It might have. All right, so this one, the background information does not have a read aloud to it. So if you need to use the read aloud extension on this, go ahead. It's fine. Um, I will say the good thing about StudySync is that when we're doing the real text and the real stories, there's a read aloud option already in there, which is awesome. But go ahead and open that up. And I want you guys to start off. Here's what I want you guys to do is I want you to read the background info first. And there's three other things I want you to do. Over here, there's a number crunch. Click on it. See what that number means. It's a really interesting, actually. I didn't know it at all, which is really cool. Um, Find out what the number means. Answer this poll. Which genre is the most suspenseful to you? Which is it's just an interesting poll. You guys can see the results from that once you turn the assignment in. And then, why do we love suspense? I want you to answer this question. You have 140 characters, or actually, I think you 280, just in case someone really wants to write a novel about it. But answer the question: why do we love suspense? Why do people love stories that are suspenseful? Like if we didn't like it, we wouldn't make them all the time, right? So make a claim here. You're writing a claim statement. This one's even easier because you don't even really need the ACE for this. The A is kind of given to you, so you're really just giving the claim. We love suspense because blah 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 blah. Right? Um, this is what your thing will look like once you've turned it in. It'll even look more different. Um, but that's pretty much it in terms of how to get to StudySync, how to use it. It's very simple to use. It really is, and it's got a lot of really cool stuff on it. Um, back to my back to my slides. So once we've opened that up, read the background in the text in the StudySync thing. So here's some key vocab that you might not know. There's the word and phrases are who done it. It means from who done it, a story in which the reader or viewer does not know who committed a crime until the end. Whodunit is an extremely common and very popular form of suspense storytelling. Most like murder mysteries, Sherlock Holmes is a who. All of the Sherlock Holmes stories are whodunit. If you watch most episodes of like Law and Order on TV, or whodunits, we don't know until the very end who actually did something. Um, The next one is called a safety valve. It's a way to release pressure or emotion. It's the way that just the writer talks. You're going to hear this term. You might be wondering what it means. It just means it's how we, as writers, release pressure or emotion in a story. How we kind of, if we're spending all this time in suspense, how do we ease our way? How do we ease people out of that? And how do we make them feel better? Um, and then obviously this word sinister. Sinister. If you look at it, it's even got the word sin in it, right? Just like sins, the seven deadly sins. With this, it's just a really jazzy way of saying something really evil or something really awful. It does mean likely to cause harm or dangerous. Um, it's not something that's done by accident. It's very intentional. And the idea is if something is sinister, it's wanting to hurt something. It's wanting to hurt someone else, or it's wanting to be dangerous. So it's a good jazzy word to add to your vocab. So once you're done with everything, what I want you to do is answer the question on the blast in that top left corner on there. Think about the info you just read and what do some of the best suspense stories have in common? Why is suspense exciting even today? Think about these things as you're answering your question. Do not just write a simple sentence and saying, we like suspense because it's spooky. Remember, you're doing a claim statement, so you're going to essentially give me the C and the E here. Cite your example, cite your evidence, and explain it to me. So don't just say it's because it's spooky, because then you got to explain that. All right, I want you to explain your answer. It should be 2 or 3 sentences long total. That's how it should be. When you're done with it, when everything's done there, I want you to respond to others. You can do that. I want you to respond to at least, it says three, I want two. Respond to two peers. So you can go in there, you can respond. I want you to like kind of critique their statements. Do not go in there and point out what they've done wrong. That's not what I'm asking you to do. I want you to respond um, about what they've said. Here's some starters I've given you. I agree with your point and want to add to that. What you said reminds me of. All of these things you can use to kind of help you write a little bit of response. Um, if you're gonna respond to somebody, it's got to be original. I want it to be supported by evidence. Don't just go in there and say no. I don't agree. I don't agree. Why? If you like it, why? Um, be respectful. This is the big thing. If you go in there and write something disrespectful, you're gonna get in. You're gonna write you up straight up. Like, you don't go into a board like that and disrespect somebody. You're not doing it. But yeah, that's it. So you guys can go ahead and get to it. See you Wednesday, hopefully. Bye.